Hello and welcome to another exciting video here in Mathland. Today we're talking about binomial expansions and finding the term. Okay, so we have a binomial here to the 10th degree, and we're looking for the term with j to the 4th. Okay, we're going to be using the NCR in our calculator to help us find this. So what we need to do is figure out what to type in for the NCR. Now this is combinations, and that's a little bit different than what we're actually doing here. This also relates to Pascal's triangle, but we can use this to find the term with j to the 4th. Okay, so let's explain what the NCR means. Okay, so the N in NCR, this relates to the exponent right here of your actual binomial. So that's always going to be that number right there. So that one's going to be 10. And the C is the combination, which doesn't make a lot of sense right now, but when we get into probability, it will. And the R only relates to the, let's see, arrow right here. The R relates to the second term, only the second term. So this guy is, oops, that's kind of fat. The second term. Okay, or the exponent of the second term, rather. Of the second term. Okay, so whatever this guy is raised to, we want that for the R. That's what that's talking about. Okay, so we just happen to luck out here with our example because they're asking us to find the term with j to the 4th. J is our second term, and this is the exponent that's with it. So that's going to go here. The 4 goes here. So it's going to be 10C4. And this will give us the coefficient to that term from the Pascal triangle. So we don't have to go all the way to the 10th degree in the Pascal triangle. We can use this in our calculator. So remember, the n relates to the degree of the binomial, and the r relates to the second term exponent that we're looking for. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We have the math and probability. Oops, we have to quit first. So we type in our n, which is 10, and then our math, probability, NCR, right there, and then the r is the 4. So that's going to give us the coefficient 210 to this term. So we've got 210, that's our coefficient, and we know it's going to be j to the 4th. We don't know what the p is going to be raised to, but we do have a hint that this exponent, j to the 4th, plus another exponent should equal our overall degree of the binomial. So 10 minus 4 would put us at p to the 6th. This is always going to be the sum of that. So 6 plus 4 is 10. If this was a 3, it would be 3 plus 7 is 10. So we're going to subtract the 4 from the 10 to get the 6. So again, the NCR will give us the coefficient to it, 210. And we have the second degree here. So that's going to be the 4, and the p is the leftover we would have to add to get to that overall degree of the original binomial. And that's it. Okay, so let's try another example. We have a binomial here. We're raising it to the 81st power, and we're looking for the term a to the 19th. Okay, again, we're going to use the NCR here in our calculator to figure out what the coefficient would be. Okay, so the NCR, will lay this out, NCR. The N relates to the overall degree of the binomial, so that's going to be 81C, and remember the R relates to the second term So it should be b to the something, but we have a right here. So we're going to have to do a little math to figure out what this b would be raised to. So it would be b to the something. If I have a to the 19th, what would be raised to get to 81? So all you do is go ahead and subtract that. 81 minus 19 equals 62. Wow, b to the 62. Okay, so that's going to be 81 C 62. Because remember, the r relates to the second term, whatever degree that second term is going to be raised to. It's going to be 62, not 19. 19 is for the first term. So let's go ahead and put that into the calculator to figure out what this coefficient is going to be. Okay, so first we put in 81. Figure this out. 81 mass probability NCR of 62. And that's, ooh, that is a huge number. Okay, so let's go with 1.51. We'll go 2 decimal places. Times, now this e to the 18th means it's times 10 to the 18th power. Okay, so that's the coefficient here. So let's move it over so we have some room. Oh, I already put it down here. Okay, so we know a to the 19th is going to be for the a in this term, and b to the 62, we just have to put that over here. 1.51 times 10 to the 18th power. Yeah, that's huge, but that's what it is. So when you're given just the first term, you've got to subtract it from the original degree here to figure out what you need to put in for the combination here. So 81 is the original degree, and 62 is what the second term would be raised to in order to get that, and we got that by subtracting 19 from 81. And there you go. That's it. Enjoy.